Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Professor Dr. Abdul Majeed Khan. I am the chairman of Department of Chemistry, Federal Urdu University, Karachi, Pakistan. I am also the principal investigator at the research laboratory of bioenergy, which is so-called RLB. In this laboratory, we are dealing with different types of applied, commercially important, and valuable products which are very important. In the current scenario, these products are biodiesel from different biomass sources, bioethanol from the sources which are rich in the carbohydrates, synthetic fuels from the waste materials, biomass, and different other waste materials which are originally they are not a biomass, and bioelectricity generation from the wastewater. The purpose and goals and objectives of this laboratory is to promote the green, alternative, and renewable energy to replace the fossil fuels which are non-renewable, environmental threatening, and they can cause global warming, global pollution, and some other factors which are not beneficial for the environment. Our today's topic of interest and discussion is the global challenges which are based on the use of fossil fuels. And these are the goals and objectives of our laboratory. There are some of most prominent and dominating global challenges. For example, energy crisis. As we know that globally we are currently facing energy crisis due to the use of only fossil fuels. We are not focused on the alternative energy. Our alternative energy system is not so strong and the infrastructure is not available. If we have a stronger infrastructure of the alternative energy, then we will be able to overcome the energy crisis. Next is the public health. Public health is also based on the extensive use of fossil fuels which emit different toxic gases, nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, acids, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide in the environment, which are the actual pollutant which pollute our environment, which ultimately affect the health of the public or the living system. Next is the ozone depletion. Ozone depletion is also a scientific phenomena and which involved the environmental chemistry that resulted in the depletion of the ozone, and it badly affect the environment, which is also associated with the use of the fossil fuels, which also demand the alternative energy technologies to be established globally. Next is the global economy. Global economy is also very crucial issue, and it based on the energy consumption energy technologies, our industries, transportation, and domestic usage are the main basis of our global warming. So, by developing the alternative energies, we can address the global economy as well. Next is global warming. Global warming is directly related with the greenhouse gases which are emitted by the combustion of the fossil fuels. So, alternative energy development will be a fruitful approach to overcome, to mitigate the global warming. Global biodiversity. Throughout the globe, the living system is badly affected and there is a decline, the health of the living system, the migration, and different changes in the living system are associated with the energy technologies. So, alternative energy technologies will effectively overcome the biodiversity across the globe. Waste management. Our approach is to develop the zero waste technology by using the waste materials for the production of the energy. It will produce the useful product, alternative energy, as well as we will consume the waste from the environment, so it will mitigate the environmental pollution. Decline in agriculture. It is also a kind of biodiversity that the agriculture crops, fruits, vegetables, and food materials, food items are going to decline. There is a change in their biodiversity. So it is also associated with the energy technologies. And if we move from non-renewable energy technologies to the renewable energy technologies, we can address the issue of the promotion of the agriculture globally. Environmental pollution is related with the fossil fuels, waste management. So our approach, the approach of research laboratory of bioenergy will will mitigate the global pollution as well. International political stress is also based on the fossil fuels. As we know that all the countries are imported the fossil fuels from the Middle East countries, Kuwait, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arab, and it will cause some of the political stress among the countries. So, therefore, if the nations, the countries can develop their independent alternative energy sources, then it will reduce the political stress. Next is the promotion of green chemistry. Our approach to develop the alternative energy will also promote the green chemistry which benefit the environment to a greater extent. Promotion of job market and poverty reduction. The development of alternative energy technologies will create a job market and it will reduce the poverty within the country. dependence on oil producing countries, alternative energy technologies development will be beneficial, and all the countries, if they are able and successful to develop their alternative energy technologies, then they will become independent. Currently they are dependent on the Middle East countries. Mitigation of greenhouse gases and toxic gases. As we know that the fossil fuels combustion cause the emission of different greenhouse gases, toxic gases, and the alternative energy sources are the green technologies. They will reduce the emission of such harmful gases that can pollute our environment. Natural disasters are also associated uh, with the fossil fuel technology, like floods, cyclones, melting of glaciers. They are directly related with the global warming and the greenhouse gases. So they can be controlled, they can be overcome by replacing the fossil fuel technology with the alternative energy technologies. Promotion of advanced technology of alternative energy. The basic purpose of our research group is to develop the advanced technology of alternative energy, which is the urgent need of the our country, because we are currently facing different challenges as I discussed earlier. So this advanced technology will be beneficial for our country. Promotion of infrastructure to produce highly skilled manpower. By developing the alternative energy technologies, we can promote the infrastructure to produce highly skilled manpower by the training, through the training, for example, to produce PhD scholars, MPhil scholars, and highly experienced manpower in the field of alternative energy, and they will have a good chance, excellent chances in the market, in the industries in Pakistan as well as in abroad, to pursue their services in the field of alternative energy. This is all about different challenges that currently we are facing due to the use of non-renewable energy technologies. The alternative energy technologies like solar energy, wind power, hydropower, geothermal energy, fossil fuels, instead of fossil fuels, biofuels, and synthetic fuels technology can play a significant role to replace the non-renewable technologies, and ultimately they will mitigate the global challenges which are the main cause of pollution, biodiversity, energy crisis, and finally the alternative energy technologies is the better option to replace the non-renewable energy technologies. Thank you very much. Khuda Hafiz.